Welcome back to another video. In this video we will be talking about the last thing I am doing to make some gold in World of Warcraft. And this video will be all about the auction house, as I've mentioned before. So you got your alts leveled up, you're using some mission tables, you're doing some missions, some covenant calling quests, world quests and all that to make some money, but you want to make some more. The easiest part, well, it is kind of easy, but on the other hand, it's also pretty hard. The easy part is just obtaining some items and posting them. The hard part is making sure you sell them, because you will be dependent on making sales before you're making money. With your mission table, it's a pretty steady income of gold. Every day you will get a few missions for gold and you will make about 1, maybe 2k every day per character. With the auction house, it's possible to make nothing in a day, but other days you can make 10, 15, maybe even 20k. I'll show you my TSM. In the last week, the total gold I earned was 134,000, with a total profit of 101, nearly 102,000 gold, which is on average a profit per day of almost 17,000. That's only the auction house. No, it's not. It's everything. It's the sales I made on the auction house, the covenant calling quests I did, the world quest for gold, the mission table. This is all. Everything is in here. Everything that I made is in this 17,000. But over the last 2 weeks, it's a bit lower. It's 13.5. Still a good amount, I think. At least for me, it is. So yeah, that is how I am doing at the moment. Before you start using the auction house to make gold, I do recommend getting TSM, the add-on that you see right now. It will show you like how much gold you have currently. You can select it from all time, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, the last month, last week, or the last day. Today I haven't played, so this is the last 24 hours. Last night I checked some auctions and I made 3, 4k, and this was from just checking my missions on 4 characters. So I did do missions all day on my phone. So this last bit is just from logging in on all the characters, and you see it's from 1,252 to 1,261. So I made about 9k today with 4 characters. So that's pretty good, and I still have all the materials to sell from those characters from today. I also got some augment runes to sell, and I have some crafting materials, some equipment I can sell. All those things are still up for sale. So that's TSM. If you go to the auction house, you will see that it's looking like this normally on the WoW UI. If I switch over to TSM, you can see a lot more. So here I have some groups that I made. I will show you that later. You can do like disenchant search. So you will search for items that are on the auction house for a price that's lower than the materials are worth if you disenchant those items. So you do need an enchanter if you want to use that one, or at least if you want to make some money off of it. You have a vendor search, which will show you items that are on the auction house posted for a cheaper price than what you sell them to a vendor. Last night, no, not last night, I think 2 days ago, I made about 3k, 4k gold by just buying all the Gorthite crystals that were up really low and selling them for more to a vendor. So I bought a few hundred of those and sold them back to the vendor. Then at auctioning, you can select the groups that you want to scan. You can scan it, and it will show you the item you have, the price that it's listed at, in what operation it will it will sell it. So this is the new operation 1. It's just one of the operations that's named like that. But right here you have materials, and basically in TSM that will show you what the how much will be posted. So like I have a default, it will post for 24 hours and it will post 3 at max. For materials, I have 1200 max and it will post it for 48 hours. And then I did not touch the minimum and maximum price. That will be determined by the TSM database. If you get TSM, you need to get the TSM add-on for in-game, but also the TSM application for on your computer. That will create a database, and that will make sure that in-game, if you hover over an item, let's see, this bow, you will see all the TSM information below it. So the TSM general info, it's in the group pets, transmogs, and mounts, the disenchant value, the vendor sell price, but also how much I have of it. What the minimum buyout, the market value is, the region average value, all those kind of things. So it will show you a lot. And then with these operations, you can select multiple things. So for materials, I post a lot more than like transmog items. New operation 1 is for my transmog stuff. I use the default one for some crafted items, but for transmog I don't want to post too much of them, so I only post 2 at max at a time. Now in these groups you can create new groups. If you go to base group and select the plus, you get a new group. You can rename it whatever you want. And then you can just add things. Now I have a lot of things added already. These are some of the transmog items that I'm selling. Same with materials. There are some materials in there that I have been selling. If you get something new, it will show under the ungrouped items in bags. And then you can just click it, like what do we have? Wool cloth. Let's see if I can delete it from this list. If I get wool cloth, I haven't added it yet. You can just it shows up under the ungrouped items. You click it, you add it, and then you will see it right there. So every time you scan the auction house for materials that you have that you want to sell, so let's say I only do the materials, I run a post scan, and then already you can see that some of the items it won't post because it's cheaper than the minimum price. And with others I am undercutting the competition. Now you can just post it, and this way you can post them quicker than you normally would. Now if I do use all my scans, you will see it start scanning. If it starts scanning, you can just move to another tab. You just can't put another search up. You will already see it blinking in the top here. Now also I currently have 917 items posted, but I have about 300 or 400 in my bag, not in my bags, in the mailbox. From here you can see what you've posted, but also the total amount of gold. For me that's 67 million. Probably when I've posted everything it's a bit over 100 million. And actually the things that I post mostly are some of the... Hey, things got sold. The things I'm posting mostly are crafting materials, transmog items, and pets. That's basically the main thing. And as you can see, some pieces like this thing, gloves for 45,000. It's pretty nice if it sells. The sell rates are pretty low, but if you get a sale, it's really good. So I do keep a lot of items posted to make sure that I get a few sales every day. Now in TSM you can also use macros. So I have my mouse scroll wheel connected to the macro to post items, so I can just scroll through and you can see that it's starting to post everything. Now to get all the items for the auction house, I didn't necessarily farm pets. I just happened to have a lot from the island expeditions from BFA. I had some from dungeons, old dungeons, some older content. Nothing too special if you want to farm some of them. I bet there are some good spots to farm, but I don't know them. I usually only farm materials and transmog items, and the pets are just things that I had already. For the farms that I do run, there are a few really good ones. And again, with farms, I do basically the same thing as I said that you wanted to do for leveling alts. You want stuff from different zones. So just like leveling your alts in different zones, you want to find different zones for different transmog items. Because all the green items from the all the green, white, and gray items that you can use for transmog will be looking a bit different in all the expansions. So I actually try to run um, a few of each expansion basically. And there are some really easy ones and some really quick ones that will really get you going. Um, some of my favorites are actually Sulvarak in Tanaris, and I will show you why. The dungeon is laid out pretty easy. You just go in from the portal at the bottom here, and then it doesn't matter if you go right or left, you can go in a circle. And by going in a circle, you will end up here again. You can run out, reset it, run back in, do the same thing. When you get to this guy, Witch Doctor Zumra, make sure you click all the graves as well to make sure that there are more ads spawning to kill, so more things to loot, so you can possibly get more items from that dungeon. So yeah, that's one that I really like. It's a really easy, really quick one. The next one is Mana Tombs in Terragor Forest. You might know it. It's also one that's pretty easy and pretty fast. You come in at the top left right here under the Mana Tombs logo, and then you go in. If you just run straight to the first boss and hit it, you will pull everything else. What I do then is just pull this entire room, stand around the corner here, kill it, pull this entire room up to the boss and kill it, then pull everything up to this last boss and kill it. Then you have 3, maybe 4 pulls if you want to break it up, but it shouldn't be needed. And the fast part in this one is that after the last boss, you can just walk straight ahead, take a right, jump down, walk out, reset it, and walk back in. This is also a really fast one to get done. And you get some TBC items. There are some really cool transmogs in there. And the next one is a Wrath of the Lich King dungeon, which is actually pretty fast, but also really good. That one is Draktarn Keep in Suldrak. Let's see, Northern Suldrak. And again, this one is a quick one. There's only one thing you want to skip. You come in at the bottom left right here, and you kill everything here. If you make sure you run really quick, make sure you use a sprint or dash or anything to get to these 2 stairs as quick as you can. There are 2 mobs standing there, but they will run away if you're too slow. So you will miss out on two mobs to loot. Then first in this chamber you can pull everything and just kill it, the boss, and then the spiders in this room. Then this boss takes a long time, so you usually just skip it. If you get into the room and you keep the right hand side and you just walk straight into the next one, you can kill everything here, kill the raptor, and move up the stairs. And then here as well, you kill every of those troll guys. Those trolls in here have really good transmog items that sell really well. I usually sell them pretty fast, and they also look really good. There are some really nice sets in here for when they make the white and gray items transmoggable. I will keep the entire mill set as I'm playing hunters and chemis most. I will keep the entire meal set I get from here. And then after this, the last boss, you can again go straight up, take a left, and then you can jump down and you will end up right here. And if you get here, you will just run back, run out, reset it, and run back in. So again, a really fast one, really easy one, a really good one to run. Now there are two others that I really like, and I really like the transmog items from it. That's Razor Van Crawl and Razor Van Downs. The only downside is that they don't have an easy way out. So if you go in, you kill all the bosses, you make it to the last boss. From here you have to run all the way back again. Razor Van Downs is a little bit easier. If you take the top side when you come in, you kill everything, you're at the last boss, you can jump down and you can just walk back to the entrance again. This is a little bit quicker. These also give you pretty good loot. The mobs that don't automatically attack you do not have any loot to give. So you can just skip those. That's nothing too interesting to kill and spend time on. Yeah, other than that, go try it out. Try some transmog farms. There are some YouTubers out there that have shared a lot of good transmog farms. Also, make sure you try it out a little bit and see what you like best. The thing I like to do is keep my transmogs at like 1,000 or 1,000 to 1,200. Keep them posted on the auction house, and if I manage to keep that up, I will make one, maybe two sales a day. That's fine. It's still getting me some money in. And after that, I spend time farming materials as they sell really quick. On my realm, most of the materials I put up there are sold pretty quick. And as you can see, something else sold, some desolate leathers for 2,500 gold. I got them from the mailbox before I did this batch. So I posted it, and in like 10 minutes it's sold already. So on my realm they are going really quick. Try to get a few different materials and transmog items to see what you like, to see what you can sell pretty quick, and make sure that you post them and keep checking what sells fast and what doesn't. Also keep in mind that some items, like for me the augment runes, they will sell for a lot more on different days. In the weekends they sell for a lot less than like a Wednesday or Thursday. So if I post them at Wednesday night, I can normally get about 3 or 4 times as much as when I'm posting them in the weekend. So try to take a look at that as well. That's for probably all the materials. Try to see if you can find out at what days you can post it best to make the most amount of money from it. As I said, I am currently on 1.2, getting close to 1.3 million, 1.26 I am at. And my goal is to get around 10 million gold before Dragonflight, so I probably really have to up my game. Currently I'm not doing too much Mythic Plus anyway, so I will probably be farming a lot more. And I'm also seeing that my Corthite crystals are not posting because the cheapest is below the minimum price. They are at 30 gold, and you can sell them for 31 gold to the vendor. So I might be looking for a vendor search. So as you can see right now, it's a little bit more. It's 125,330,626 gold in value that's posted, and I already have about 2,500 coming in from the sales. These are all items that I just posted, so as you can see, it goes pretty quick. Let's quickly do a vendor search as well. Okay, there we go. What is it? 65 plus 24, that's 89. So 2.6k gold that I'm spending on it. Right here I will buy everything as well. With the vendor search, I'm just buying everything that comes up, even if it's a little bit. As you can see, it's only 4%. It's only 25 copper, I think. Yep, but if you do this every day and every day you can buy, if you can make every like 50 gold this way every day, why not? It's just free gold because people sell them for way too less. So let's get everything that I bought. Now I will keep the quartzite crystals, I think. It were 89. So this is worth 2.7k, almost 2.8k. So this would probably make me like what, 150 gold. I will keep them though, because I can sell them later for a bit more. But these 4 items I will just sell to a vendor to make a bit more. Now it does look like I lost 3k gold because I bought some stuff, but I will be able to sell the quartzite crystals for a lot more later in the week. So I will post them later. And if I not end up selling them, I can always post them later or just sell them to the vendor if needed. So do keep in mind that you can just vendor search and just keep the items and sell them later or vendor them later. I will probably keep them. If it doesn't sell when Dragonflight releases, I will sell them to a vendor to at least make up for the money that I've spent. But the money I did spend, I will all get back because I bought it cheaper. That was it for this video. I hope you learned something. I hope this will help you make some more gold than you already have. And if you have any questions, if you have a good farm you want to share, let me know in the comments down below. And we will test it out. I can make a video on it. If you want to see how I farm a specific dungeon, let me know as well, so I can make the video for it and show you what I get and what it's all worth. There's also one other thing that's pretty useful, and that is Loot Appraiser. Now, Loot Appraiser will show you the drops that you get, the looted value of the items, the currency that you looted, and the amount of items. This way you can get a notification. So for instance, you loot this weapon, the market value is 6.9 thousand. You will get a pop-up 6.9 thousand for this sword, and you will see what how much money you can make if it sells for the things you've looted. Again, if you want to see me farm something and see it in action, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know where you want me to go for a farm, and I will see you all in the next one.